Yo, 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 what's going on, people? I'm your host, Double R, and you're now tuned in to Retro Rob Television. Yeah, I'm out here on my walk. I'm continuing my walk, people. Danny Myers versus Av. This was an excellent battle. This battle was just as good, if not better, than the battle. Yeah, if not better than the battle between Chess and Easy to Block Cabin. But I'm gonna tell you this, right? And I seen a piece of an interview with Reed Dollars, and he was talking about battle rappers need to step up. That's including himself as well. Because I always thought that Reed was, well, I'll say that for another video. But Av versus Danny Myers. A lot of y'all out there will probably say, well, that was a classic. And that's what kind of irritates me. A lot of people that's involved and entrenched in this battle rap culture don't know what is a classic and was not a classic. That battle right there, unfortunately, was not a classic. Now, it was a classic battle for Danny Myers, but it was not a classic. I heard Danny Myers even say in the battle that this was a classic. But what else is he going to say? He got to market himself. By marketing himself, he have to market his opponent as well. He have to market the league as well. You feel me? Unfortunately, y'all don't understand. These guys are not Double R. These guys aren't going to tell it like it is because they aren't in a position to tell it like it is. And y'all know what I mean when I say that. But battle rappers do need to step it up. But Danny Myers, if I would have had to choose who won the battle between those two, Danny Myers won the battle. I gave Av the first round, but I'm going to say this. It was a lackluster first round for Av. It was very, very, very subpar. Danny Myers, I know he had, I believe it was a stumble or a choke when he said the line, and then he came back with the line about that's why Smack had to book God on a Sunday or some shit like that. He came back with that fire-ass bar like he normally does. But y'all have to understand, Danny Myers, he's battling around the clock, 24/7. I don't mean that literally. I'm just saying figuratively. He's battling all the time. He's showing battle rappers how to be battle rappers. And while doing that, you're going to have some slip-ups at times because you're constantly being basically the example and the spokesperson for how battle rap is supposed to go. You're supposed to work tirelessly. You're supposed to work relentlessly. And we're just not seeing that from a general standpoint, as far as now, could Danny Myers do better? As all the other battle rappers can with the promotion and all of that stuff? Of course he can. But I'm going to get to the battle. Danny Myers and Av. I had Av winning the first round only because Av did more. Remember what I always talk to y'all about adding more girth. What I mean by girth, I don't mean just adding more to what you have. I mean adding more potency to the potency that you have. And that's what Av did. Av isn't trash. He isn't trash, Av is one of my favorites. Is Av one of the best? No, he's not. But he's one of my favorites because y'all know I like punchers. I like the puncher style. So it's only really that, as far as the puncher style. But as an overall battle rapper, there's a lot to be desired when you're talking about that. A lot that he leaves to be desired when we're talking about Av. Av sounds like, and just like all of the rest of the battle rappers, a lot of the battle rappers, not all of them, they sound like each other. Now, I seen when Twerk first came. We all seen when Twerk first came. Twerk had a different style. Now, was he doing the gun sounds and all that shit? Yeah. But we all know that Twerk came with a different type of style. And we've seen all of the battle rappers, including some of my favorites, like Run Nitty and all of them, run with his style. And we also seen, the fall and the rise and the fall again by New Jersey Twork. You know, because of lack of preparation. You know, and it comes from them thinking that they're already established. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man, and I ain't even want to say this. That's why I paused just now. And this for the battle rappers. You aren't established unless you no longer need battle rap. You aren't established until you're in a position that Cassidy is in, where you can come and go as you please, where Mook is in, where you can come and go when you please, that Hitman is in, where you can come and go when you please, that Goods is in, where you can come and go when you damn well please, that Lux is in. That's when you're really established. You're not really established just because you've had all of these untamed battles. Hold on, an ambulance truck coming. You're not really established because you've had all of these battles. You're established when you no longer need battle rap. When battle rap needs you. And that's a whole nother video in itself that I'll do later down the line. But when I watched this battle between Danny Myers and Av just had more. Danny took his foot off the gas. If Danny would have continued at the rate that he was going in that first round, he could have easily clearly took that first round as well. But I clearly gave the second round to Danny because the second round, I believe, because I got the second round and the third round kind of mixed up, but I believe the second round was the round where Danny Myers really went off. And I gave that second round clearly to Danny Myers. I gave the first round clearly, or you could say edge to Av, but I'll say clearly the first round. And I gave the second round clearly to Danny Myers. And it came down to the third round, which I gave to Danny Myers because of his scheme. And see, that was the reason, and this is the whole point of the video, but that was the reason why Av lost. It's because outside of punching, Av have no other identity. Now, a lot of people say all B Magic did was punch. Not really, you know, and I'm the biggest B Magic supporter and fan. B Magic had punchlines. B Magic had somewhat of schemes. B Magic wasn't really big on angles. B Magic wasn't really big on personals too much. But he did have a hellified flow. He did have, arguably, if not the greatest name flips, arguably, if not the greatest flow in battle rap. He had wordplay. Av has decent setups. He has decent subpar wordplay, you know, but it's not on the level of a Cortez, you know, and Cortez have places where he lack as well, you know. And that's the thing, man. You could tell by the result of these guys' performances and the material that they don't really put time and they don't take the time to make sure that they're adding quality around the board. And what I mean about around the board, I mean not just in the ring, but outside the ring as well. And you can never say that nobody ever taught you, because Cassidy taught everybody the blueprint, particularly when we're talking about promotion-wise. So you can't say you don't have that. You know, and I know there's a lot of people out here. I'm just a small channel. A lot of people, you know, haven't gotten around or even care about getting around to my channel. But if you have, you've learned from me. That's all I've been talking about. That's all I've been an advocate about. Battle rappers taking battle rap seriously around the board, in and out of the ring. Because once you do that, you've seen, for those of people that's been around with my situation, promoting Cassidy and Jag, y'all have seen the results of somebody giving it 110%. Whether y'all feel how y'all feel about Cassidy, or whether y'all feel what y'all feel about Jag, or how or not, you know, whether y'all like him or not, or y'all feel he's trash in the ring, or whatever, they're trash in the ring, around the board, they at least try to give it 110%. And we're talking about guys that aren't even traditional battle rappers. Now, people say Cassidy is a traditional battle rapper, but let's be honest, he's not a traditional battle rapper. He's never been a traditional battle rapper. Now, he's been traditional as far as rapping with a battle rap style, but he's not a traditional stage performer. He's a traditional freestyler. He's a traditional mixtape artist. He's a traditional solo a cappella freestyler. That's what he is. A mixtape rapper. You know, and but the battle rappers need to get more serious, man. I just watched the battle between Rosenberg Raw, and salute and shout out to Rosenberg Raw, because Rosenberg Raw been cooking. He been cooking. I seen the battle between him and who was that? I know he just battled Ill Will, and I had Rosenberg Raw. Ill Will said Rosenberg Raw won all 3 rounds. I didn't need him to say that for me to know that, or for us to know that. Rosenberg did take that battle because of Ill Will's lack of preparation. We got to stop saying, oh, if this person was on their game, or if that person would have did this differently, they didn't. And we got to start holding these dudes accountable, and hopefully they'll come correct. You know, but to Ill Will's credit, Ill Will, not similar to Danny Myers, but kind of like Danny Myers, have been